I already discussed the big new info we got from the PlayStation Experience 2017 3-hour-long keynote, but The Last of Us got its own love in a 1-hour panel where they did announce some new things, including how far the game is in development, when we can expect a new trailer, and also a hint at the multiplayer. So let's dive in this video. If you like that, then a like would be super appreciated, and let's go. Let's start with one of the most interesting pieces of info we got from the panel, and that is that the game is 50 or 60% done. Neil Druckmann, of course the director on The Last of Us Part 2, said that they already handed off a few levels. So 50, 60%, for everyone that still hoped that the game would release in 2018, no chance in hell, sadly. I think they're aiming for 2019. After the launch of Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, they also got a bigger team now on this game, so I think it could happen, but of course they will take their time as they should. The verse The Last of Us was also delayed, and that really made a difference according to Naughty Dog. So yeah, I think 2019 is the most likely, but of course we will see new footage earlier. Now it is confirmed that we will see indeed a new trailer at E3 2018, and it's supposed to be really impressive if we have to believe Hannah Hart, who already saw the footage and did an awesome job, by the way, at leading the panel. So with this announcement, we can already say that E3 2018 on Sony's part will be insane. We will probably see the Ghost of Tsushima gameplay, the new game from Sucker Punch as well, Death Stranding, imagine Spider-Man being there if it isn't out by then, Days Gone, and of course a ton of new announcements. So it will be insane. But going back to The Last of Us, last year at PlayStation Experience we learned that the verse The Last of Us was about love, and The Last of Us Part 2 is about hate, and we really saw that in the new trailer Sony showed during Paris Games Week, the footage that you see right here. You really have to feel as if no one, even Joel and Ellie, are safe. In Uncharted it was not really possible to kill off an important character because that game is way more lighthearted. In The Last of Us Part 2 this is different though, so who knows if one of the big characters will die. We certainly should not be sure that they will all survive. It was a 2.5-hour presentation with over 200 images, the story of The Last of Us Part 2 that was shown to the cast. This time we also have a new face joining the writing, Hallie Gross, who worked on the television show Westworld, and it was, by the way, my favorite show of last year, so really awesome that she joins. So she now helps with the script of The Last of Us Part 2, and what is interesting is that they gave a hint as what she put in the story as her ID. She made a character pregnant. And of course we already saw the baby in the behind the scenes picture that Neil posted on Twitter. So is that Ellie's baby? Is Ellie the baby? Because we might see her mother in the game as well. A lot of interesting questions, and we also have two new cast members that we know the name of. We got Lev, he is 13 years old, and Yara, the 16-year-old sister of Lev. And we of course saw them in the trailer of Paris Games Week help the mysterious woman that is played by Laura Bailey, that of course is the voice of Nadine Ross in Uncharted, so she will be joining as well, but we don't know who she is. Still very little details known about Lev and Yara, but we know that they play a big part in the story and that they are part of a group, and that group is not in particular good or bad because that's what's always going on with The Last of Us. Everyone does good things but also bad things. As was already rumored and pieced together by people on Reddit, it is now confirmed the game takes largely place in Seattle and it should be big. I'm curious if we will see more open areas just like in The Lost Legacy, and I think we will because they also talked about something called Veil State, and that is if you have great story ideas in the game but the player doesn't do that, then you'll always have to think of ways to deal with that. And of course in the verse The Last of Us there was really no room for your own choice, you followed the path that they created for you. But Naughty Dog already stressed that they wanted to do more open areas, just like we saw in The Lost Legacy, so I think there will be that in The Last of Us Part 2 as well, where we will have multiple ways to reach the same goal, and then the story has to fit the path that the player is taking. And this is what we saw in The Lost Legacy as well. You had 3 towers to climb, but the story always made sense. It felt like the order you picked was the right order because the story always continued where it left off. So that really created an interesting take on the open world gameplay, and I think we will see that in The Last of Us Part 2 as well. And that really has me excited. Don't worry though, because it will still be a linear game. Neil Druckmann even said that Naughty Dog will forever make single-player linear narrative-based games. But it doesn't mean that we will not have multiplayer on top of that. Back in September, Naughty Dog already had a ton of job openings for the multiplayer layout and systems, and what is interesting is that The co-writer on the project, Haley, said that she had a boyfriend named PUBG.
Tell them how PUBG has affected your life.
Guys, I have a boyfriend. His name is PUBG.
His name is PUBG. I don't know what PUBG is either. I just like this game.
PUBG. You don't wait.
I'll learn.
It's okay.
I'll hear
we'll
all.
get into it another time. You murder a lot of people, and it's awesome. It's fine.
So this implies to me that she really loves this game, she plays it a ton, so I think a Battle Royale mode for The Last of Us Part 2 is even more likely now, right? It already kinda made sense, there's a destroyed world, everyone is trying to survive, but maybe not as many people are in the map as in PUBG, but I can totally see a Battle Royale mode, especially since the writer now loves it so much. So again, a new trailer, hopefully gameplay footage at E3 2018, I can't wait, but don't expect the game until 2019 at the earliest. I put a link to the full panel in the description so you can check it out for yourself. There's also an awesome song at the beginning, so totally worth checking out. But this is all the important info from that panel. If we know more about The Last of Us Part 2, I will let you know, so be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on that and on other news regarding the PS4 exclusives. Check out my video with other big news from the PlayStation Experience 2017, including news on God of War and Days Gone. Like this video to support the channel, thanks for watching, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.